In the quiet town of Crystal Haven, a shadow had fallen. Once lively and colorful, the town was now gray and lifeless, its people drained of joy. A curse as ancient as the mountains had shrouded the town in despair. It was said the curse could only be broken by finding the glass castle, a mythical fortress hidden deep within the Enchanted forest. Most dismissed the story as a legend, but Serafina, a brave and determined girl, believed it held the key to saving her home. Serafina had always felt different. Her mother, before passing, had given her a golden locket and a map. "One day you'll need this," her mother had whispered. Now, as the townspeople succumbed to hopelessness, Serafina knew that day had come. With her locket glowing faintly, Serafina began her journey into the Enchanted forest. At first, the path was serene, with rays of sunlight breaking through the canopy. But as she ventured deeper, the forest grew darker and whispers filled the air. The trees seemed to move, their branches curling like claws. She encountered a fox with striking red fur that offered to guide her. Grateful for the company, Serafina followed it, unaware of its true nature. In a clearing, the fox turned to her, its eyes glowing malevolently. "You should have stayed in the town," it sneered as shadowy wolves emerged from the darkness. The pack circled her, their glowing eyes filled with menace. Serafina clutched her locket, its light growing brighter. The wolves recoiled, snarling as the golden glow forced them back. The fox dissolved into a cloud of shadows, its laughter echoing in the forest. Shaken but resolute, Serafina pressed on. Her journey led her to a river unlike any she had seen. Its waters shimmered unnaturally, and ghostly hands reached from the depths, clawing at the air. A wooden bridge appeared, but as she stepped onto it, the planks began to splinter and collapse. A voice, soft and menacing, whispered, "Turn back, or join us below." Refusing to give in, Serafina leaped from one crumbling plank to the next, her locket guiding her way. With a final desperate jump, she reached the other side, collapsing onto the bank as the bridge vanished behind her. At last, she reached the glass castle. It stood tall and radiant, its walls reflecting the stormy sky. As Serafina entered the grand hall, she was met by the dark sorceress who had cursed the town. The sorceress, draped in a gown of swirling shadows, sneered. "You think you can undo my magic?" she hissed. With a wave of her hand, she sent shadows spiraling toward Serafina. But the locket's light shielded her, creating a golden barrier. The battle was fierce. The sorceress summoned storms of shadow, but Serafina's locket guided her to the castle's heart. There, a crystal pulsed with a faint glow. Realizing it was the source of the curse, Serafina reached for it. The sorceress screamed, her form dissolving as Serafina's touch unleashed a wave of light. The castle trembled as the light expanded, breaking the curse and banishing the shadows. As the light swept over Crystal Haven, the town transformed. Colors returned, and the people, once gray and lifeless, came back to life. They gathered in the square, their faces bright with joy and gratitude. Serafina emerged from the forest, her locket's glow fading as its purpose was fulfilled. Her simple dress had transformed into a shimmering gown, and she stood as a beacon of hope. The townspeople cheered, their voices echoing across the valley. Serafina smiled, her heart filled with warmth. Though the journey had been perilous, she had proven that courage, love, and light could overcome even the darkest curse. Crystal Haven was free, and the legend of the glass castle would be told for generations to come.